I'm Santiago Jaramillo. I've had 2 children that went through Family Star. My son Zion, who's 7, and my daughter Lala, who's 9. I have James, who's just turned 2 months old. He is at Family Star now. He's gonna go there because I love just how much they impacted our family.
7 or 8 years ago, Santiago's son was an infant in this classroom, and he was here for 2 years before he graduated to the next level. Family Star is an entire family education center. Of course, we're educating children, but entire families benefit from the resources that we provide. Parents receive services that then trickle down and benefit their children, and the children receive services that empower their parents to make huge changes in their lives.
Every 30 days.
When my kids first got involved with Family Star, I was still drinking a lot. I used to run with gangs and dealing drugs. I ended up going into mental institutions. I went to jail. I wasn't the father who I wanted to be. My behavior, the things that I did in front of my kids and the things I did with my kids, it impacted them greatly. I didn't know how to be a father. That's not something they really teach. And Family Star was always pushing me, like, you know, you're a dad, you know better than this.
So we're kind of helping them fulfill their goals by reminding them. Every so often we sit down and we say, you wrote this down, are you still working on it? Or can we help you? How can we help you?
So it gave me some accountability. And I didn't really have that before. That pushed me to want to be a better father, because then I had to be accountable to my kid and to Family Star.
He wants to make the good decisions. And hopefully, we're giving him some of those tools to make those decisions.
And that sort of thing would always stick with me. But the trick of that was to not get involved in the guilt part of it and the shame part of it, because that's where I would go with it. They saw potential in me that I didn't see in myself.
And if we can help those adults make good decisions for themselves, they're making good decisions for the baby. And that's how we work. We want everyone in that family to be okay. Whether it is the baby, the husband, the wife, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the grandparents. Whether it's their need for food, their need for counseling, or their need for an ear. Just someone to listen to them. It will benefit the baby.
Start to replace those behaviors with other
By going
behaviors.
to parent nights, they have information on how to get closer to your kids or what your kids need. And that training was about getting in touch with more of who you are in order to change as a person, to be a better father.
So it's a way of living. It's a peaceful way of living. It's grace and courtesy. It's respect. We start with the little children with grace and courtesy and being peaceful with one another and being kind to one another. And it benefits not just the child in the classroom, but it benefits society.
One thing I did learn at Parent Night was partnering up with Family Star as far as what they taught there, using that in our house, because then it would really hit home. I try to be consistent with all the rules that we have. They have a certain time they do their homework every day, right when they get home from school, before they do anything, homework and a snack. The teachers at the schools that they go to, because they go to public school, they're always commenting on how independent my kids are. And I know for a fact that they got that independence through Family Star.
The doctor says you have to quit drinking, quit smoking.
The experience of life that I have now, my experiences now, they're night and day. I mean, I'm happy now. I love waking up now. I love my life now, and I never thought I'd be able to say that. I always thought I was gonna end up dead, or killing myself, or killing someone, and I don't have those experiences now. I don't know, I'm just so happy. I can look at myself in the mirror now, and I could be there for my kids and be a loving father and a loving husband to my wife. And before, I didn't know. And it wasn't that I didn't want to be that person. It wasn't that I wanted to be a bad person. I just didn't know how. Now, I'm opening up my own tattoo shop. I've been sober almost 2 years. I'm remarried. I have a little boy now. And I have this great relationship with my wife. I have a relationship with her that I never even had with another person, as far as connecting and being able to be myself. And I take care of her, I spoil her, and I try to cook for her and do all these things I never did before for anybody. So a lot of this to me is because I have a daughter, and she's this beautiful little girl, and I've heard that saying that whoever your father is, that's pretty much who they want to be with when they grow up. And I want her to be with a really cool guy who's kind of funny and weird, and maybe he can have a bunch of tattoos, I don't know. But as long as he's good to my daughter and he cooks her breakfast, and helps her. I'm cool with that. So I have a really close relationship with my children, and that's like priceless. Where, you know, and it's a relationship. It's not, you know, okay, I'll go pick you up and go watch TV. It's fun. I take them to school every day. I help get them ready in the morning.
If the whole world went to school here, the whole world would have a deep self-respect because they've learned to do things for themselves, and from that they have respect for other people and for their environment. I mean, that's really the essence of what we're doing, empowering individuals.
When James is older and bigger, I'm gonna see the strings. I'm gonna see the attachment to Family Star, because we were part of his being brought up. We were part of the growth of his parents, his siblings, and him. And I think we're all gonna be better for that.
I'm very proud of the dad I am with my children. You know, I'm not perfect, but my kids are great kids.